Hey, welcome to Recruiting Office New York. Welcome to the open house. My name is Chief Guzman. I'm here to talk to you about the adventures and satisfactions of being in the Coast Guard. Whether you're in the Coast Guard for 4 years or 20 years like myself, this job brings tons of adventure and satisfaction. And I can kind of give you some examples just by talking about our missions. Our primary mission is saving lives. So it's thrilling, it's exciting. You can be in some really nasty weather, stormy seas, pulling people out of the water, and protecting property, which is what we do every single day. Maritime law enforcement, you can be on the high seas doing drug interdiction, stopping the cartel or any drug smugglers from bringing drugs to the U.S., which is something, again, we do every single day. Uh, Humanitarian efforts, finding people lost at sea and bringing them first aid, food, water. Again, that's something we do every single day in the U.S. Coast Guard. Environmental protection, saving marine life, oil pollution, responding to major catastrophes out in the seas and maritime environment. It's just something we do every single day, and a lot of these jobs, these missions, bring you satisfaction. Just imagine pulling someone out the water. How does that make you feel? Well, I can tell you from experience, it makes you feel amazing, and I've done it, and it's powerful, and it's something you will never forget. Um, the adventures that the Coast Guard brings on duty and off duty are amazing. You can be stationed in Alaska. You can be stationed in the Caribbean, in the Virgin Islands. Uh, Whether you like cold weather, warm weather, you can be stationed there with the U.S. Coast Guard. Trust me, the mission, the job will take you there, and it's going to be an adventure. Um, I can kind of talk to you about some of my experiences being in the U.S. Coast Guard. So one of my first units was Charlevoix, Michigan. I never even heard of Charlevoix. It's in next to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. But I was stationed on a buoy tender, and in that buoy tender, we were breaking ice. It was actually an icebreaker. We would break up to 18 inches of ice, and I'm from New York City, born and raised. I never even heard of icebreakers or even breaking ice, and that was one of my first adventures in the Coast Guard. Was being on Lake Michigan, breaking ice to clear the way for commercial vessels, so they can actually move through the lake and bring goods to you and I. After that, I was stationed in Station Sandy Hook, New Jersey, where I conducted tons of search and rescue. And one of my major cases in Sandy Hook was the Miracle on the Hudson, where a passenger airliner landed on the Hudson River, and I was a coxswain that day, and we were able to respond to that. I drove from Sandy Hook, New Jersey, all the way up to the Hudson River to assist in rescue efforts of that incident. Another place I was stationed was the Virgin Islands. That was an adventure. Great schedule. I was working from 7 to 1. Every day I was able to go to the beach, enjoy a lot of my time off. One of my adventures there was actually driving on the opposite side of the road. They drive on the left side of the road there, so that was just crazy in and of itself. But yeah, in St. Thomas, I was able to escort cruise ships and enjoy. I actually started diving out there. I got into diving, and that was just exciting. And that was something I was able to do off duty. But on duty, we conducted a lot of maritime law enforcement and drug interdiction in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. I was also able to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and that was where we conducted humanitarian efforts, saving people lost at sea, especially migrants that were left by the coyotes out in the sea to fend for themselves. We provided food, water, and first aid to those individuals. Those are just the different things we kind of do in the Coast Guard that bring not only adventure but also job satisfaction and satisfaction to yourself. Just pulling somebody out the water, or saving someone that's been lost at sea. It's amazing. Another thing, I was stationed in Maritime Safety Security Team, New York, where we deployed to different areas to uh, provide security for the President of the United States. And also, one of the cool things was I was actually deployed down to Key West, where we provided humanitarian efforts for the influx of migrants coming uh, in the high seas down there. And we were able to save a lot of lives. There was actually a vessel that was too too full of people on board, too many people on board, so a lot of people fell off the boat and were in the water, and our crews were able to pull them out the water and bring them to safety. So again, the Coast Guard is amazing, and it's just full of adventures, whether you're on duty, off duty, and it brings tons of satisfaction, and that's why you should join.